Welcome back to the kitchen for our final stanza. Eh? One of those words I'm sure we're dying to say, a foray into your opponent's territory. Roseanne Stevens joins us now. This is Robert, one of our legendary radio presenters who has let us abuse him today. So we figured we'd reward you now.
I won't poison you, I promise. I won't.
I think we're going to give you something quite special, actually, to make you stand out on Valentine's Day. I know, breakfast in bed. Hey, it is so romantic. It can go so horribly wrong. That's why we thought we'd give you a really interesting idea, something that looks amazing, that isn't too difficult to do. Roseanne, what are we making?
What we're going to do is make our own homemade creamy ricotta, and we're going to season it with herbs and capers and onion and serve it on toasted brown bread with fresh smoked salmon.
I like that.
So it's very sophisticated, very fresh.
Quite manly. Hey?
You can do it.
Yeah.
And also you can do a little bit before, and the cleanup isn't massive for a weekday breakfast.
Cool, and that's the main thing when you're making breakfast in bed. Keep it nice and simple. Okay, where do we start?
Okay, what we're going to start is actually making the ricotta, and you can do this tonight if
we
you
are
want
making
to.
our own cheese.
We are making our own cheese. So ricotta is a classic Italian cheese, lovely and creamy, and we're going to season it up. So what you do is you bring your milk and cream and a bit of salt to the boil. Now we want to curdle it. Do you remember your nursery rhyme, Little Miss Muffet sat in a tuffet eating her curds and whey?
I do now, yeah.
Okay, now that is what's going to happen. So this is where the magic happens.
I am curdling it.
Exactly. To curdle it,
that
we're going
natural talent you can't buy.
We're going to add some vinegar.
Years of experience.
It's immediately going to start looking quite funky. Don't be alarmed, because literally it is going to curdle and start looking. You can see it thickening up.
Thickening.
You can see weird things, and that's the vinegar. So we're going to separate the solid dairy solids from the watery stuff. So now be very careful. Bring this close to you.
Yeah.
And
But it seems like something that is so out there and it's so simple to do.
it is very, very simple. Now this is 2 layers of muslin, so just nice, clean sort of cheesecloth over a sieve and a bowl of water. And you need to leave this to sit for at least 20 minutes to an hour. So maybe do this tonight.
Yeah, you want to get that done in the
tonight.
pre-prep.
Exactly. So let's move this bad boy out the way.
Oh, hey, you just nearly
It's not burn the presenter.
pre-curdled cheese. Okay.
And what you're going to end up with is this lovely creamy. So these are the curds that are left over. Now, it will taste much better if your raw ingredients are the best you can find.
Yeah.
So really good quality dairy products, whole milk. This is not a low-fat recipe. And now we're going to season it up with. Do you like tartar sauce with your fish?
I do like a bit of tartar sauce,
So what we're doing is we're taking inspiration from tartar sauce and adding those little bits to our ricotta.
I like it.
Yeah, isn't that a bit of fun? So we've got a little bit of red onion going on, very finely chopped, because you don't want your missus to have big lumps of red onion in her.
And bearing in mind, like, it's quite difficult having a Valentine's Day on a Thursday.
Oh, no, it's a
that,
weekday.
And we were saying off camera, maybe a nice thing to do is if you're going to prep a nice breakfast in bed, pack her a little lunch or something that you can take with her. Little chocolate, just something that shows, I take your day into account.
But I don't even tell you who my Valentine is.
Who is it, bro?
Who is?
That's a problem.
You've been building up. Have you got one?
I've been building up. Yeah, I've been building up.
It's better be someone special now. I mean, come on.
I'll
Someone
wait
very,
for
very
it.
special.
Da-da-da.
Oh, look at that.
Very, very special.
Maybe I curdled this cheese for you.
No, it's very sophisticated. Ricotta is sophisticated.
No, it is. It's
The smoked
exotic.
salmon's sophisticated.
It really is. It's
and now we've
special.
got lovely seeded low GI bread, so it's going to give you energy until lunchtime. You're not going to feel
This is so
hungry.
slick. All I'm thinking of are
You
all
know?
those massive fails of me trying to cook either a birthday, Christmas, Valentine's for my mom. You always wanted to do something special on those special days. It would always come out terribly, and then she'd have to do the dishes and the washing up and the cleaning and then remake
This is
the
low
breakfast
maintenance, but please,
This is so
guys,
simple.
clean up after yourselves.
I love it.
Because your missus will be very, very upset. She's had this lovely breakfast in bed, and then she comes down to the kitchen, and you've left a mess for her.
So just don't be a big guy about it. Take her into account.
Don't be a messy nigger.
Okay, so this really is simple. As wonderful as it looks, it couldn't be simpler. Take a look at this. We'll give you the breakdown of how exactly we made this guy. And if you would like these ingredients sent directly to your phone, SMS the word Sasko to 33728. That's Sasko to 33728. Roseanne, that looks amazing. Take a look at this. See how it came into being. Nice.
Combine milk, cream and salt in a pot and bring to the boil while stirring. Turn off the heat, then stir in the vinegar. Pour into a colander lined with muslin and leave to stand for an hour. Add dill, chives, capers, red onions and seasoning to ricotta. Serve on toasted bread with smoked salmon.
Wow,
Well, Robert, how have you enjoyed Valentine's Day with us?
Jeez, I mean, look at me. I'm waking up here bright and early in the morning in Cape Town. Beautiful mountain in the background.
Lucky
and you
man
here.
you are, hey?
Sheesh. Talk about luck. I mean, this is it. This is the moment I've always dreamt of.
Have you finally told us who your Valentine's is?
My Valentine is... It's my mother.
Oh!
But why isn't it me?
Why isn't it
How's
you,
it?
darling?
By the way, this is a beautiful breakfast for you guys. Just because I think you're amazing. And Robert,
Cupid.
I haven't forgotten about our arrangement
Yes.
as well. Okay. Yes, thank you.
We've got that arrangement.
Fair and square.
I have not forgotten.
That's
It's
right.
a deal that we made in public,
That's correct.
and I'm going to live by that.
Thank you
Swear
very
by
much.
that.
My goodness.
Oh, but
You're
look at
amazing.
You'll have to fight his mom for it, though, because she is his Valentine.
It's fine. Everybody gets their charm.
Well, thank you so much for spending the day with us. Thank you, Good Up FM, for spending the day with us,
My
South
pleasure.
Africa, on this Valentine's Day Eve. Prepare for tomorrow, because it's going to be awesome. We'll see you. We've got an awesome show planned for you tomorrow morning. Have a good one. We love you.
Give them the sustained energy of low GI white bread. From Sasko. Share the goodness.